Hello, welcome to Anything Relevant, and I want to talk to you today about Captain Marvel. I've watched that twice now in theater. I know this is a little late, everyone's already talked about it, people have already watched it. I just want to talk about the sense that what I liked about it is that one, it didn't take itself too seriously. Two, it didn't up the stakes on everything that came later, because we all know from the advertisement and whatnot that movie takes place a little earlier in the timeline of the whole chronology of movies that they put up for the Disney Marvel franchise. But what I liked, because they didn't put the stakes up high, they got to have fun with what they have and introduce something new. Also, they tipped their hat at a lot of pop culture, which is the new fad these days for the nostalgia factor. But it wasn't over the top, it wasn't ham-handed, it wasn't hitting you like just a wave after wave. It was well spaced out. The other thing that I like to point out about this movie is that we've had so many different type of superheroes and heroes and main characters that are men that have ranged from everything. Like, they were just a school teacher that had to step up. They were an ex-soldier, ex-cop. They used to be a street kid. They were taught by someone really special in their family or on the street. There's like the list on how many different male superheroes and how to depict them and how they carry themselves through a film has been, the whole rainbow has been done. The whole gambit of A to Z has been done. And the only thing now is that we're looking at men that take something that's already been done and what kind of nuanced differences can they make? What layers can they put in that weren't there previous? Make it more complicated. Now, women have not had the center stage to do the plethora of all these different types of heroes. So if you're watching this movie and you're like, oh, this is just like, or why did they depict her this way? Well, in my opinion, it's that women basically have like an open room when it comes to playing these type of roles and how they want to depict it. And people, she's too cold, she was too silent, she was too, you know what, I'm going to use the word stoic. She was stoic. She was a minority within the Air Force, which means she's got to have something that most people don't. And what that is stoicism. She can take what the world has to give, and she can just keep trucking, keep moving forward, and no complaints. That's what I liked about it, is that she took a trope that's been done with males to death, and she takes it on, she makes it her own, and that's what I enjoyed about it. So that's been a critique against her as well as a compliment for her, and I'm putting up as a compliment. If I'm going to give it a grading system, I don't watch it. It's better than most that's out there right now. It's way above board on a pass, and you'll have fun, you'll laugh, but you'll have really good action as well, and the performances are enjoyable. I don't feel like I wasted any time with Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is something that had a sprinkling of everything, and I think it linked up very well. In the past, we watched the X-Men franchise, we've watched not plug into each other. All the movies are like it's like a horrible quilt blanket that does not look straight, it does not look correct, it's jagged and weird and barely plugs in, there's holes everywhere. We've seen this with other type of franchises as well, where they don't plug into the previous material, where this, with how many that are already out, is quite amazing on how easily it fits. People can have a critique about some of the story elements that happen. I'm not going to get into that. Maybe I'll do a filled with spoiler review, even though it's post. release, but I'm not mad at how they want to say that certain events happened to characters on why or who they are. I don't mind that. I don't think it's really that important, to be honest. It's how you tell it was entertaining. If it's not the way you want it, well, you didn't write it, you didn't direct it. Like, I have that personal problem myself. Well, I wouldn't have wrote it that way. I wouldn't have depicted it that way. Well, I didn't write it, and I didn't direct it, and I didn't spend the money on it. But the takeaway is, did I feel like my time was taken and my money was taken and I didn't get it back and I'm never going to get it back? Well, that's why this movie's a pass. My time and money was taken and I enjoyed it and I don't regret watching it. So if you haven't watched it yet, I recommend watching it. It's a nice fresh slice of something old. I know that's a contradictory, but that's exactly what it is. You'll understand what I mean when you watch it. It's got a lot of familiar elements, yet the unfamiliarity is the package, the whole, which is why it's definitely an easy pass. I hope this helps you out. I hope you watch it. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for dropping by Anything Relevant. Have a good day. Bye-bye.